What up? Another episode of Chump Talk here. This is our coming back from New York City episode.
Yep.
And I'm still feeling the effects.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of something there. Not COVID for all you COVID people out there. Not COVID confirmed.
Well, you even called it
Yeah.
before the trip, really, that you were going to get sick from it.
Yeah.
Just because of the whole sleep pattern that we were kind of...
Yeah. I'm a guy that gets little sleep on a regular basis, and I'm fine with that. But when I go when I go a long time without sleep, I usually get a little bit of something. And then you bring that in with being on the subway a lot in New York, fist bumping a lot of other Blue Jay fans, touching a lot of things in New York City, and we're going to get to how New York City was
sweating the balls off in the vibe.
Sweating your balls off, driving. We were up for 24 hours straight.
Yeah.
So to back it up a little bit, it was a brothers trip. It was me, Matt, and our brothers, producer Dunc and Ty, and we left at 2:30. What was the date of that?
2:30, August 19th.
August 19th.
It was Friday morning we left.
Friday morning at 2:30.
Thursday night also, by the way, that was an absolute buzz too. That was a hell of a way to start off the trip. We had a great night Thursday.
Yeah, watching the Jays game, hanging out with the brothers. That's true.
Yeah.
True. Might have been the best night of the trip.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So we left at 2:30 in the morning, got there around noon. Matt had his uncle and cousins meeting. Matt and Ty had their uncle and cousins meeting them from Tennessee, which was planned all along. So when we get there, Matt, Ty, and the uncles kind of split up. And you guys walked down. So our hotel was half an hour from Yankee Stadium. We were in the Bronx. And the Bronx isn't necessarily the nicest place you can...
That's confirmed.
You can think of on Earth. I know you saw some interesting things walking in the stadium with your uncle.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen like a stupid amount of homeless people there. Like just a very
something on the
wall. A lot of poverty. Yeah, we've seen diarrhea splattered on the wall. Yeah. It was just
tough.
The scenes are not there. The living situation looked really tough for a lot of people there. The Bronx are definitely not a place you're like, oh, I can't wait to go back to the Bronx. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's right where Yankee Stadium's located. So Matt and Ty and his uncles walked down there right after we get to the hotel, probably. So around maybe 12:30, we'll say. And then Dunc and I were like, oh, well, let's go on the subway. We were thinking about going the opposite way of the stadium to like Times Square, which looking back, that should have been what we did.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that too.
That would have been
hindsight's 2020.
Hindsight is 2020, but that would have been a blast.
We had so much time to kill before the game,
and there was no. So instead, we decided we're going to take the subway over, and we get down there. We're kind of just taking our time. We're the only ones in Jays jerseys around. It's not
like about 5 or 6 hours before the game.
Yeah, and it's not an area where exactly there's too many baseball fans in general, let alone Jays fans.
Yeah,
we stuck out
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Baby blue jerseys, and definitely
just
the baby
clueless.
blue look great though.
Oh yeah, great jersey.
I could actually see you guys from across the stadium where you were sitting.
Yeah, baby blues were awesome. So we get down to the subway again, not really sure where we're going, but we're not too stressed about it. Tons of time. We're like, whatever, we'll figure it out. There's a Blue Jay hat I see on a homeless man, but very, very nice guy. And he kind of came up to us. I gave him props. We were talking like, hey, which way is Yankee Stadium from here? And he's like, yeah, this way. You take the third stop up the stairs. That's what we do. We go up these stairs and kind of look around, and we're like, we are nowhere near a ball diamond.
Yeah, it was an interesting.
You did the third stop?
Yeah, we went up some stairs into like a market, or I don't know. It was a bit terrifying.
The streets were packed full.
Really?
Yeah.
It almost gave me anxiety.
It was a little bit, and not our
but
our
still
scene.
the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't that far from where we started.
No. Yeah, it was like 5 minutes on the subway.
The hotel we stayed at was nice, but wow, everything around it was a train wreck.
Yeah, big time. So we got off at that stop, and right away there's a cop down there. He's like, "Oh, you boys might have taken the wrong stop." And he was African American. He had a bit of an accent, so we couldn't really understand him fully. Awesome guy.
I was confused.
Yeah, I was confused what he was saying. So we're just like, yeah, we kind of walked past him.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, I think I know what he means. So we walk back down to him. It was like, so which way are we supposed to go? He's like, you guys got to go over the stairs, down to the subway, and go the other way, like 4 stops.
Really?
Yeah. So we did that. Still not really sure where we were, but we happened to sit right beside a guy that was working at Yankee Stadium.
On the subway.
On the
Oh,
subway,
really?
and
One
he
of the
saved
blue
our
shirt
ass.
guys.
He was like one of the like security guards that we saw after.
Yeah.
One of that, and I'm like, hey, are you going to the Yankee Stadium? He's like, yeah, I work there. I'm like, okay, perfect. You're going there right now? He's like, yeah, I'm going there right now. I'm like, all right, we're following you.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, all right. So we followed him, and then we get to Yankee Stadium. Not sure where you guys are at this point, which was fine because we weren't planning on meeting up. And Dunc and I, we get to Yankee Stadium. We're like, it looks cool from outside, and we're like,
It does, yeah.
we're like, all right, let's walk around the stadium, see what they all got. We walked around the whole perimeter of the stadium. There was not one restaurant or bar. There was one that was closed at the time.
With some arrogant.
No, that was a different one. Like the dugout that we ended up actually going to where the Taco Bell was in. That one was across from the stadium.
Yeah.
It's called the Dugout. That was the only restaurant like across the street from the stadium on
There was
any side.
nothing
There was
around
nothing.
it.
Nothing at all. So we were just like, okay, well now it's 1:00. The game's at 7. We just want a beer at this point.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we got to go find somewhere. And food too. We were hungry.
Yeah.
So we found this random restaurant. It looked like the only one that was open. We walk in and you guys are in there.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay.
I know, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, we're like, all right. Well,
Because Ty and I couldn't message you at all. We had no Wi-Fi. We didn't have like a cell plan or whatever.
Goes to show how little there is around there.
Exactly.
That's a great point. It really does.
In Toronto, there's 60 options within a 2-minute, 3-minute walk from the stadium, I bet.
And
That's probably accurate.
Street meat too. There was not a single street meat.
Street meat's an issue there too. We did get street meat after. It was a Frank's, or not a Frank's,
Just a red hot.
just a red hot.
The foods there
Frank's
were...
Red Hot.
Frank's red hot.
Yeah, it really was though. The foods though were subpar. Like we're like where we went, like the food was fine, but it's not like
not
it was
good at
like
all.
it wasn't special in any type of way.
I
Like,
got a burger and she brought it out to me. And it was like, you know how when they present a burger, it's open face with the bun?
Yeah.
So I had the 2 buns, and on the one bun was all my toppings, and on the other bun, it was just nothing.
It was lettuce.
It was just lettuce. And I'm like, she set it down and kind of walked away, and I was just kind of looking around. She's like, oh, I forgot the meat. And she brings the meat out on a separate plate then and slides it on my bun. I'm like, all right, well, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat it. Beer was piss warm.
Yeah.
Stella.
Yeah, the beer. Yeah, I got a draft beer. I can't remember what I got, but it was Heineken, I think, and it was
Bad.
no coldness to it.
Bad. If you're getting like a Stella or Heineken, which is I got a Stella,
You want that sucker.
you need that sucker.
Yeah,
cold.
you need. Yeah, you do need.
It's
a
not a
cold.
want, it's a need at that point.
Yeah, I kind of choked it down, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it was strictly drinking.
It's because we bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then so you guys are then going into the stadium. Your cousins wanted to buy some jerseys, so Dunc and I are like, all right, well let's go see if there's one more bar we can go sit down, just get a drink. Found one. It's a cool place. When we had stopped there earlier, we walked in early. We walked in at like noon, and there was employees everywhere. Like they were setting up for their game.
And the door was wide open.
Door was wide open, nothing blocking it. We walk in, and we're just like kind of waiting to be seated. And the bartender behind there, he's like, would you walk into a place in Canada if it was closed? And we just like kind of thought he was joking.
Well, he asked us like, what can I do for you guys?
Yeah.
And I said, a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I missed that part. He did say, what can I do for you guys? And Dunk's like, a
Or
beer?
what do you need?
Yeah, what do you need? We're like, a beer? And he's like, would you just walk into a place in Canada if it was closed? We're like,
What?
we kind of thought he was joking, like laugh, and he's like, we're closed. We're like, oh, sorry. And then there's
Should have
a
told
wait.
him places in Canada don't have the door wide open and
Yeah.
if
And
you're
there-
closed.
More so the issue is it was noon on a Friday before a game. Why are you not open? That was more so the issue.
New York doesn't make sense.
No.
Anyway,
the
so
Bronx doesn't make
waitress told us to come back an hour. That's when we found you, and then we did end up going back an hour because it was the only other place to get a drink. We got 2 double gin and lemonades. Mm-hmm. So 4 shots, 2 each, with lemonade. 54 American.
Yeah, I was digging money out of my wallet.
Yeah.
Like, this can't be right.
Yeah, I know. And we're-
54 American though. That's actually insane.
Yes.
Like that's like $65,
That's
$70
like probably
Canadian.
pushing.
Yes. That's,
Yeah, almost 70.
And we're pretty sure that this guy, like, we were wearing
Gouged us.
Jays jerseys. Only Jay's jerseys in there. He wasn't polite to us by any means. We're pretty sure that we got a bit of the out of town upcharge.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing.
I would be shocked if that's what they're charging.
Yeah.
I should have asked. There's a waitress that came up and talked to us, and she was really nice. We didn't get anything more because we were broke after that. But we should have asked her what the actual price was.
Well, that would be $27 a drink.
Yeah.
So
Which is absurd.
$13.50
To
a
consider that's not even at like a venue.
$13.50 a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. So,
Yeah.
but we got that, and then we walked over there again and waited in line to get in.
Honestly,
It was just not a great experience.
No, it wasn't. There was nothing to do around the stadium. Like,
No.
yeah, as you said, like by the time we got out of lunch, it was like 2:30. Like,
Yeah.
we still had 3 hours to wait.
Yeah.
We walked around the stadium, and then we
Stood in line.
we ended up going to that other place to get a drink, the dugout or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
then,
that
like,
place was cool.
The dugout was cool,
Really
but then
cool.
again, like you're sitting in there paying $20 for a damn drink. Like,
Which was that? I don't think was it that much even.
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
was.
At that point, if it's a cool place and like it's not like 54 for 2 drinks, like if it's a little cheaper than that, at that point I'm just happy to be getting
but
a drink.
if they didn't have a Taco Bell window in the bar,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
would
would.
it have been that cool of a place?
no.
At that point, it just would have been like 3 tiny round tables.
You're in a basement.
But,
yeah.
yeah, which though that's cool. That's like I don't hate.
Yeah,
the
it was okay.
location.
It was
No,
cool.
it was a good spot for us.
Yeah.
But
It was not fancy though.
No, but
like not.
No, we don't want fancy though. Like
No, but like I just mean like
yeah, I know,
it was
I know
a
what you're
bit
saying.
run down.
Yeah,
which again is like what I kind of want in a bar a little bit, or like in a dive bar a little bit.
Yeah, but you wouldn't expect that to be the closest bar to Yankee Stadium.
No,
no, that's
yes,
true.
that's a good point. But the Taco Bell window was a cool cool feature.
Honestly, one of the coolest things.
Yeah,
we've
we,
seen on the trip.
And it just like went back into it was like the back of the kitchen in Taco Bell, and you just kind of stood there until like somebody went into the kitchen and saw you. They're like, "Oh, what can we get for you?" And then you paid them there, and they
And then we got 2 beef tacos immediately after supper.
yeah, because you have to do it. You have,
Yeah,
if
and
there's
they
a
were
taco-
delicious,
If there's a
actually.
Taco Bell window in a bar where you're having a drink, you have to get a taco.
Highly recommend.
Made me want to
yeah.
go to Taco Bell more.
Yeah,
The taco tastes delish.
it did. Maybe I'll give Taco Bell a shot at some point. I haven't had Taco Bell before that, and
Yeah, me neither. I don't know when the last time was.
good taco for sure. Anyways, get into the game. Great game. Jays dominated. 4-0.
Yeah,
Nothing.
4-0.
4-0. Yeah, Romano came and got the final 3 outs. Gosman pitched a gem. I think he went 7.
Yeah,
And then
only gave up a few hits too. I think.
Yeah. It was, and the Jays were getting things going most innings. Teoscar with the big 2-run shot. Yankee Stadium was cool. Connor and I were sitting in left field. You guys were kind of
First base side on
First
like the
base
second
side.
level.
but really good seats too.
Yeah, cool seats.
And it was sweet watching the game. But then after that, we had nothing we could do.
No, yeah, and
We
like,
could have like our only option would be in Subway into Times Square at 11:30.
yeah,
Or just go back to one of those dirty bars.
Yeah.
yeah. But even like looking for food after the game there, like we walked into a McDonald's, dude, it was like 40 degrees
And
in
a
the McDonald's.
huge line.
And
Like,
it would have been a
yeah.
40-minute wait.
You couldn't even stand in the McDonald's. It was so hot.
Yeah.
And then whatever, everyone's like, all right, F it, let's go get some street meat.
Hot dogs.
One of the worst hot dogs I've ever had.
horrible
Yeah.
hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
It was $8 for 2, and they were the little dogs,
Yeah.
and nothing like street meat. I'll
like the type of dog where like you got more bun than you got dog.
yeah, for sure. Like after a game in Toronto, if I got a little glow going, there's probably like I'll probably go up to $30 to buy one of those street meat if I had to. They're
But
so
they
good.
don't cost that
They're
much.
only
No, they
$6,
don't.
so-
Yeah.
or whatever they are. Like I'm
And
getting
they're
one after every game.
100 times better.
Way better.
1,000.
1,000.
2,000
for sure.
Yeah, well,
whatever it was. But and then we just went back to the hotel and had some drinks, and then it was getting close to 2:00, and we realized we'd been up for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. So we went to bed.
Went to bed.
kind of zombies though, really, at that point, or at least I was.
Well, we
Yeah.
we had to have gone, like, we could have fired it up and went and did something, but if we didn't do something, it was for sure going to be a nothing night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was fine because we did need to get some sleep.
yeah.
'cause we
it
had
was a long day.
We had a 9-hour drive ahead of us the next day.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. That drive seemed to take
19
way
hours.
longer than the drive down.
The drive home was a grind.
I remember thinking when were like 3 hours in. Like, holy shit.
I know.
The seats weren't dry. We'll say that.
Yeah,
And it was so
my car
hot.
seats were not dry. That is confirmed by touch, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We were sitting on
We were
plastic
putting
bags and we were moving seats.
paper bags down on the no AC in the vibe, which we know what we get into. Obviously, there's going to be a little complaining once you get on the way home. That's just natural.
Yeah, you have to expect
You
it.
know what you're getting into, but our gas bill was as cheap as can be, though.
Yeah, we only filled up. It was honestly like 3 full tanks.
Yeah,
Got us there and back.
three and a half, because you were halfway pretty much when we left, right?
No, I was almost like I was at like a quarter when we left.
Okay, well that's
But
pretty.
yeah, anyways, like 3 tanks and a tiny bit.
Yeah,
At
so-
about
ain't
$1 a liter,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, in the States. Yeah.
Yeah, so for that reason, it was the vibe did us well again.
Yeah.
But-
Good old reliable.
It is reliable,
But it's loud, and it's hot.
and
With the windows down, it's like
The car's not allowed though, just so everyone knows. It's just because of the wind.
yes,
the wind in your ear.
The car's fine, but yeah, we had the windows all the way down for the first like 3 hours of our drive out of New York. We stopped at a Dick's Sporting Goods, and we all got out of the car and went in the store, and none of us could hear anything. I don't know
Yeah.
if your ears were as bad as mine
Yes.
felt, but
Yes,
like
dude.
the guy, we came in, he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I had to like look around. I didn't know where the sound was coming from. Like my hearing was so messed up. I couldn't figure out where he was
Yeah.
talking from. So we got it figured out that you have to. I think the play is you have to have it cracked just a little bit. You got to protect
The window.
Yeah,
You do.
You gotta
do.
protect-
Depends
the
on
ears.
how
Yeah.
strong the wind is.
it depends on how fast you're going.
That's true.
If
too.
you're in town all the way down,
Do you remember when it started raining and the windows didn't even think about going up?
No, that felt.
it was embraced.
Me
at
and
that
Ty
point.
were in the front with our arms out the window.
I was letting all the rain hit me. I was and then we all bought comfier shorts at Dick's Sporting Goods just to get us home.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was quite convenient.
it was. Hell of a almost 48 hours though.
Yeah, it was good.
Got
It was
home
good.
at like 9 o'clock on Saturday night.
And the main thing is we knocked another one off our list.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
We saw,
I'd honestly be fine if I never went back to Yankee Stadium.
oh, I don't. Yeah.
Retweet.
Like, we
Yankee
still got to
Stadium.
do City Field there in
And
New York for the Mets.
I want to
but-
give New York a better chance.
Once we go to City, hopefully we have an extra day.
Yes.
Go check
Yeah.
out
Yes.
Manhattan.
Well, I
Yeah.
think it's a little closer if I'm not mistaken.
It could be.
I
Yeah.
have
But
No
even
idea.
if it's not, we need 2 days in New York, and we need to check out Times Square.
Yeah. Yeah, the pics I got from my cousins the next day was like a totally different place.
and my buddy that was there, Nick Lopers, he was sending me pictures too, and he was telling me about his day too, and it sounded like a good time.
yeah,
It
yeah.
sounded like a good time. So
That's why
Bronx is
it's-
not the place you want to be. The rest of New
It's
York,
not
maybe.
New York. It's actually, I get the history, I guess, with Yankee Stadium being in
Yeah.
the Bronx. It's
Yeah.
always has been, even the old one.
yeah, I'm sure it's a important thing for New Yorkers to have it in the Bronx.
But we did learn that there's no way the players stay anywhere close to the stadium.
No chance.
No, and like
Nowhere
put
near.
it somewhere a little wealthier, or I don't know,
I don't think they're gonna have
or
any
like
issues.
build it up around there.
No, they sell it every game.
Yeah, it
that's the
doesn't.
thing,
I
but
guess money doesn't matter for the
No,
Yankees, but
money's
money
not the
talks,
issue.
as
Yeah.
they say. Money
the-
talks.
the fan experience.
Yeah, the fan experience isn't great, but I think most people probably know what they're getting into. We unfortunately
Yeah, the Yankees
didn't.
fans.
Yeah. Good
But-
representation of Jays fans too.
Lots of Jays fans. There was a "Go Jays, Go" chant at the end of the game in the 9th inning. That was loud too.
Yeah, man, was it awesome seeing Aroldis Chapman implode.
8 straight balls,
Yeah.
seven straight balls.
7 straight balls.
And they were booing him so loud,
Yeah.
and then giving him like the courtesy clap when he got strikes, and of course
Yeah.
I was joining in on that.
Yeah.
And then so we were after the top of the 9th. Connor and I had planned to come watch the bottom of the 9th with you guys at your seats, so we
Yeah.
could go together. So right after the top of the 9th, Connor and I just kind of like ran up the stairs. We were-
Like a millisecond after the last
yeah,
out.
right away. And then Jay's up 4-0 at this point, going into the bottom of the 9th. These 2 Yankees fans looked around at our age. They're like, "Yeah, you guys go home. Go home." That's what I thought. I turned around and I was just like 4-0.
Yeah.
And I like held up the 4 and the 0, and then we just booked it.
It would have looked a little weird because we borderline ran
Yeah, it looked like we were
because we
like,
wanted to get there for the bottom half.
Yeah.
exactly. They had vodka lemonades like pre-mixed that you got in these
and
big
those,
cups.
yeah.
That's one thing I'd
the
like
lid.
about
One
the
thing-
stadium.
Yeah, if those were at the Rogers Center, I would get them all the time.
No
Yeah.
cash though. That is
Yeah,
bull.
no cash in the
I brought so
stadium.
much cash just for that reason.
I think
and-
Rogers Center is going that way too.
Really?
I think most
Why?
stadiums are. I don't know.
Why? Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
crazy.
started with COVID and then they just kept
guess.
it that way.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. But yeah, it's a That part was annoying, especially since Dunc didn't have a credit card. So
Yeah.
so it was times 2 on my bill for whatever.
Well, I
we
brought
got.
extra cash. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be an issue.
Yeah.
It expired, so whatever.
Yeah, but all around, tough experience at times, but
Hell of a trip.
hell of a trip.
Yeah, we had
Hell
a
of
great
trip.
time.
And
From Thursday to Saturday night, it was a hell of a time.
obviously the
There was no Boston, though.
no,
No,
we
no
had
Boston.
a blast in Boston.
Boston was a
Did we have
blast.
3 nights in Boston,
Uh,
or just 2? That felt like 3
yeah, it probably was just 2 that
because
felt like 3.
we did so much.
We seen 2 game. Yeah,
I want to say we had
2 games, so we must have had 3 nights. Or did we leave after a game that day?
No, we did have 3.
no.
We wouldn't have left after a game
Well, that would be
because
the
we
only-
didn't. We drank at every game.
I don't know if we did the second game. Did we? Either we left after a game, or we had 3 nights.
Yeah,
We might have had 3,
I want to say we did
like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
because the day we got in would have been like late afternoon or whatever because you made her into the stadium.
Yeah, I did.
yeah.
That's
That
right.
was-
I think that
snuck
was the
into
Friday
Fenway.
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So then we stayed
yeah, because it was an afternoon
Saturday,
game on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Maybe we just came home Monday.
Yeah, we might have.
Yeah.
Friday night, Saturday
That
night.
was the dream trip. Oh, I hope
Sunday
we can
night.
do something like that
Oh, I know.
at another stadium again. 'Cause
Like,
that
I
was.
agree.
borderline. If none of them top Fenway, we go back to Fenway.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a couple that'll rival Fenway for sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Pittsburgh. I'm really excited for. Obviously, there's some like San Francisco and like LA Angels. That stadium.
I'm excited
those
for
are really
Texas.
Cool places.
Yeah, Dunc keeps talking about Texas, which
Yeah.
isn't high on my list, but I'm also excited to go there.
I just
The
think,
foods there will be amazing.
yeah, that's probably why it's.
yeah,
But Texas sounds cool.
Texas does sounds cool. Well, we'll get to those. We're gonna get them all.
Yeah.
Someday.
Got to catch them all.
Yeah, it's gonna be the NL
like
ones are gonna be
Pokemon.
tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our New York experience. Is there anything we missed?
No, not really. You know, added to the ball collection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. But yeah, again, great time. You know, next time we'll do it a bit better. But
Yeah, I think even like if I were to recommend somebody going to see a Yankees game, see if you can get a hotel in Times Square.
Or Manhattan.
like don't make that the focal point of your trip. Just subway over to the game,
Yeah.
come back, and
Yeah.
do the rest in New York.
Yeah, I think it's like a 45-minute, maybe closer to like 50 from.
Dude,
Probably
I could see that.
Manhattan.
Manhattan looked far ass
Yeah.
away when we were like
Yeah, it
driving
did.
over the Sully Bridge there.
yeah.
It looked far away.
Yeah, so I would recommend getting a hotel there and subwaying to the
Yeah.
game.
Just
and
give
then
yourself lots of time.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Which if we did that, I think we would have had a great time,
Yeah.
and we still did have a
Oh, we
great
still
time.
did. Yeah.
But yeah, that's our trip.
New York, baby.
travel advice from the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've traveled all over the world now, so.
Yeah, we've traveled all the world for
But
sure.
great weekend for the Jays, though. It took three
Three
or four.
Yep.
I can't complain with that. It would have been sick to get to sleep on Sunday.
Yep.
And
Massive.
unfortunately, the Yankees did win Monday night too with
Mm-hmm.
Scherzer on the mound, which I was really hoping that was going to be an automatic loss.
Yeah, me
but-
too.
I
That's right.
was hoping that too, as Scherzer's a big fantasy guy of mine. But
Yes, true.
Oh,
He
right.
did not have a good start for you,
no,
but that means you get him later on in the week again.
True.
But Jays just need to take care of their own business. Yankees might be out of reach. Might be. Still a
Might
chance.
be. Yeah, you never know, though.
They got 3 more games against them, so you win those 3 and then take care of business. Otherwise, you never know.
Yeah.
They have a massive series against Boston this week.
Yeah,
and
this could almost put Boston, like, almost out of reach.
Oh yeah,
borderline
if
if they
Jays
really
can take
care of them.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then they got a pretty easy stretch coming up after Boston. They got Pittsburgh in there. They have
The Cubs?
the Angels and the Cubs.
Cubs, yeah.
So those are 3 teams right there.
Yeah.
I know Shohei's pitching this coming Saturday in Toronto.
Shohei doesn't, like, scare me that much as a pitcher. Like, I wouldn't say he's, like, elite
He
pitcher.
scares me as a pitcher, but I think that once he gets out of the game, they'll be fine. And,
Yeah.
and their bats don't scare me, even though they do have Shohei and Trout.
Yeah.
They should scare me, but the Angels have
The
just
Angels
proven.
are just...
They've just
I don't know.
proven time and
What's
time
it
again.
comparable to the Angels for, like, an NHL or something like that? Like, just a team that has good players,
And
but, like,
never make
man,
the
can
playoff.
never,
I don't
can
think
never do
there's a
anything.
comparable.
There might not be. Like, they cannot figure it out,
'Cause
which
they
is
have-
insane.
they have-
Trout's been there for a decade.
They have 2 of the top 5 players in the MLB.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that should be enough to get you in the playoffs at least.
You'd think.
They don't play in a stellar division.
No.
They could
No.
win that division. They
Other than Houston the last 5 years,
Yeah.
No one in that division ever really competes that much.
Yeah, so he obviously, Houston's going to run away with that every year as they do, but they should be able to take care of the other teams in that division.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just proven time and time again they're just bad. So I don't know. So hopefully Jays take care of business against them and Pittsburgh and the Cubs, and then we'll see where we're at next week.
Yeah, it's exciting times. I mean, we've already talked about it in other episodes a bit, but September, definitely one of my favorite months of the year. There's so much going on. The last stretch of MLB, NHL preseason, NFL starts up, you know.
It'll be weird for me getting back at the end of September because I miss all of September with sports.
Yeah, okay, what's the day you leave again? I keep forgetting.
September. Oh, no, I don't miss all of September. I'm here all of September. I mean, I miss all of November.
Yeah, in October.
No, sorry.
No, you're back in November. You miss all of October.
Like I said, my mind's not completely there today. We got to finish this, and I got to go pound some waters and sleep this one off. But I leave September 26th or 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe you're doing that. I can't believe Jill's gone too.
Jill left today. Sent her off. I had a pretty good line at so I went home for lunch today. She recording this Tuesday. She left Tuesday. I went home for lunch today because she was there. She was getting picked up at 2:30.
Yeah.
So like say my goodbyes and I don't know if she'd for sure want me saying this, but she was getting some teary eyes when she was leaving.
Really?
She's like, it's happy tears, but I'm just gonna miss you, and I'm gonna miss her too.
Yeah.
But I pulled out a good, like when you need a bit of comedic relief in times like that.
Yeah.
I was hugging her and I was like, just remember, babe, this isn't goodbye. This is I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I said that to her and she laughed.
That's a great line.
I was pretty happy with myself for that one because I got her laughing, and then
How are the emotions for you?
I was good. I had no tears, but I miss her.
Not tears, but like, was there like a part of you in that moment that was like, so sad?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always like
5 weeks is a long ass time.
It is, and it won't like really kick in for me until like a couple days because we go like
a couple weeks.
Couple weeks maybe. No, probably a couple days. Definitely, because I'm used to like we go a couple days without seeing each other all the time. But once it's like,
oh, I just meant like how long 5 weeks is.
Yeah, maybe
after a couple of weeks you'd be like, oh, it's still 3 more weeks.
Yeah, that very well could be. But yeah, I'm like a very much. I don't let my emotions like look ahead as much. They're like I'm a very in the moment
Heart
guy.
on the sleeve.
Yeah, which is I'm also very emotional too, which I don't like. But so I'll miss her for sure. I forget what I was gonna say, but
no, you covered it. I think
it'll be weird. It'll be weird for sure. We haven't. She went to Hawaii. I forget what year.
Yeah, how long was that for?
That was like couple months, so
okay,
yeah, longer, but like we were just dating though. I can't remember at all. What year did we go on the road trip?
16.
So it was 2016 then,
or 17,
somewhere in there.
Oh, you guys are both gone at the same time.
We went on our road trip.
No, that'd have been 17, but anyway.
We went on a road trip when she was gone, so that worked out well.
Yeah.
But it'll be weird, but also it'll be interesting to see what I do with the house by myself.
Just a bachelor man the next 5 weeks.
There's obviously a little part in me that's like, this will be interesting.
Yeah, totally.
I got the house to myself, and all the decisions are mine. So
yeah.
And I told her that too. That's not news.
You gotta have something change that's just like totally different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should. The problem is my basement's 500 square feet. If I had some space,
like rearrange the furniture.
Where do I put it?
I don't know, just like rotate it or something.
The TV,
no,
the TV's in the same spot.
Well,
and it's mounted on the wall.
Spot, just be like,
I would love to do that. Trust me, that would be a move I would do for sure. But I just don't think it's even possible.
Yeah.
I even thought about moving the bed somewhere different in the room, but that's not possible. Like everything is in the exact place it can be,
needs to be.
Yeah. There's really nothing I can do, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do something to change it up.
You excited to get out and do the grocery shopping and all that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a big one. I'm also gonna try to eat really healthy while she's gone, because if I don't try to like make a conscious decision to do that, I know I'll be getting pizza a lot.
Yeah.
So if I don't like make the conscious decision to try to eat healthy, and I'm gonna try to lose a bit of weight for the trip and do some exercising.
Yeah.
And if I don't make that conscious decision, then it could be downhill big time for Brady in these 5 weeks.
Yeah, I could see that going either way. Like I do believe in you, but
I
also believe in the part of you that's.
I want you to not believe in me. I'd prefer if you didn't.
Well, I don't know if that's speaking with my heart though. Like you're pretty passionate when you put your head to something.
Yeah, I know,
so.
and that's what I want to be, but I want some doubters. Dunc,
Well,
do you think I'm gonna like work out and eat healthy and lose a bit of weight while she's gone?
I doubt it,
Yes.
you fat pig.
Yes, attaboy. Attaboy. Love it. Love it. I'm going to put that in my room. I doubt it, you fat pig, and I'm going to wake up and see that every morning. Push up, push up, push up, push up. I'm going to try to do the 100 push-ups a day challenge.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see.
Well,
Don't forget about leg day.
I really actually
Legs are
doubt
there
that
already.
one.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
gonna
doubt
take
that
some-
you're going to make a conscious effort, but 100 a day for 5 weeks? No.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. It's going to I'm going to have to work
There's
up
going
to
to be
100.
no way to know.
Like, if I started tomorrow, like, I don't even think my body could do 100 in that
You probably
day tomorrow.
would.
I could.
You wouldn't be
You
able
just
to
do
use
5
your
at a time.
arms.
Are you saying you couldn't do it today?
Well, it's pretty late in the day. I'm at 0 so far, so
Yeah, that's fair. But
yeah.
There's
What about 50 today?
I'll get 50 in tonight.
Okay.
I'll get 50 in tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do need to go home and sleep though, but I'm gonna 50 push-ups first.
Yeah, you can see it on your face today. Like it's not like the typical
No.
B-Gerb's face.
No. I'm trying to power through.
Yeah. No, you're doing swell, I would say.
Let's play a little Weird They Finish, and then
Yep.
let's get out of here.
Everyone's favorite game show.
Everybody's favorite game show, a little Weird They Finish is back, and I'm going to start with this one. I'm excited to do this, and I can't believe we haven't said this person yet. He was drafted 87th overall by the Toronto Maple Leafs in 1998, a year after I was born, a year before Dunc was born, 2 years after Matt was born. He played in 678 NHL games for 6 different NHL teams. Where did Alexi Ponikarovsky finish
Oh,
his
geez.
NHL career?
Wow. Okay. New Jersey automatically comes to mind. I know he played there, and I'm pretty sure that was right after the Leafs. I just don't know if. Okay. I'm going to use my. No, should I use my hint on this one? No, I'm not gonna use my hint on this one. I do have a great hint question,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna ask because I think I could use it later on potentially.
Okay.
The only thing that's coming to my mind is New Jersey,
Okay.
where I can picture him playing. So, New Jersey, final answer.
Our
Our producer's sleeping.
Pardon me?
New Jersey, final answer.
Attaboy, producer Dunc.
I was wondering why it was quiet for a second there.
Did he play anywhere after Toronto other than New Jersey?
Oh yeah.
Really?
He went to Pittsburgh, Los Angeles, Carolina, New Jersey, Winnipeg, and then back to New Jersey.
Wow,
So
Winnipeg, I kind of remember.
Yeah,
All those other ones, I
I
do
feel
not
like I
remember.
would have
That.
went Winnipeg because I remember him with Nick Anspov. I don't know if they would have played there together, but I remember Nick Anspov going there
Yeah.
too. And they were kind of
The Ant.
joint at the hip, those two. New Jersey Devils, good work.
Both part Ukrainian, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Full Ukrainian.
Oh, really?
Lexi.
Oh, Alexi is?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
How sexy.
El Sexy.
How sexy.
Alexi is, but Nick Andropov, I'm pretty sure he's Kazakhstan.
Oh, I think you're right with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. My next player here, he's a pretty famous guy. He's still pretty young, 39, retired a few years ago, more like 5 or 6 years ago. Big name, big podcast. Ryan Whitney, drafted 5th overall by the Penguins in 2002. His only career highlight is winning Olympic gold, so not a winner, I guess, but
Yeah.
never got her done. Played on some good teams. Where did he finish?
How many teams?
How many different teams? 4.
I just I know he went to Florida at the end of his career, but I don't know if he actually ended up playing an NHL game for them. But I think he did. Florida Panthers. Final answer.
Correct.
He played like
Correcto
6 or
mundo.
7 games.
7 games,
Yeah.
dude.
I was
Wow.
going to say Edmonton. I knew he went
That's
to
a good
Florida, I
memory.
think. Well, I listened to the podcast too, so.
Right. He talks about just playing 7 games in
Oh
Florida.
yeah. Yeah,
okay.
he's like minus a lot.
Yeah, I mean the stats weren't that great, but yeah, long career for him though.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
somewhat
Whitney.
long.
He's
Lots
an
of
interesting
stops.
one because he was very like highly touted, like he was 5th
Very
overall.
5th overall,
and
yeah.
he had good years in Pittsburgh, but then just really like injuries really derailed that career pretty quick.
Yeah, there's not too many times where he even played over 60 games in his career.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
You know, the injury bug bites certain guys more than others, and that's just the way it is.
Definitely. Both 1-for-1 so far. This is
Yeah,
this
that's
is a
rare.
good start.
That's rare.
My next player was drafted 5th overall in 1989. We're going back a little bit, by the New Jersey Devils. He played in a whopping 1,263 NHL games, putting up just under 900 points. He played for 8 different NHL teams, and he is now a current GM for the Minnesota Wild. Bill Guerin. Where did he finish?
Billy.
8 teams, which was higher than I would have thought.
Yeah.
He was a captain and an assistant on, like, a captain / assistant captain on, like, 5 different teams.
Sorry, where was he drafted?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay, I'm going to use my hint on this one.
Okay.
East or West?
East. Finished in the East. 2010 is when his career ended.
Okay. For some reason, this one's just... I got 2 things in my head. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins. No way!
Yeah. 2-time
Really?
Stanley Cup champion. I'm thinking one with Pittsburgh, and one was in 94-95. Who won it in 94-95? New Jersey. He won it with New Jersey in 94-95.
Hell yeah.
2-time Stanley Cup champion, Billy G.
Billy G. All right.
Both 2 for 2. Moving on. Oh, we got
2,
one more.
yeah, you're not quite at 2 yet there.
Sure.
This player, born 1973, 48 now.
Born
in 73.
Oh, I won't. Okay.
You'll know the guy. Played born in Minnesota. Had a pretty good career. Never won a cup or anything like that. He played 13 seasons, 871 games, 486 points. Played on 6 different teams. Jason Blake, ex-Maple Leaf. Where did he finish?
Played on the Islanders a bunch, but that was before the Leafs.
Yeah, I would say that's where he was, like, well known for.
For sure.
Yeah.
After the Leafs, though, he went... For some reason, Winnipeg's coming to mind, but I don't even know if Winnipeg was back in the league when he was still there, so maybe not that one. Went somewhere random, maybe back to the Islanders, maybe like Carolina or something.
Don't forget you have a hint if you do need.
I'll take my East and West hint. East or West?
West.
West, okay. Takes away all the teams I said.
Yep.
Perfect.
Not a bad thing, though.
Oh, it could be when you can't think of another team he played for. For some reason, also, like, he seems like a guy that would play in LA, but also one of the more odd-looking dudes.
Yeah.
Very, very blonde hair.
His hair is similar to yours, but just, like, way thinner.
And he was also like a guy I don't think many teammates loved.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember that when he played for the Leafs, he got
Tell me more about that. I did not know that.
Yeah, he would get into it with teammates a little bit, and he was very he was very points oriented.
Really?
Like he wanted his points, and that's pretty much all he cared about.
For some reason, I just always loved him when he was on the Leafs.
He was fun. He was a fun little guy.
Yeah, I didn't know about
I remember
that
him
stuff, though.
scoring like some spinorama goals and shootouts and stuff.
He's a short guy, 5'10".
Yeah. I like Jason Blake too. And then he Anaheim. Final answer.
Correct.
Oh,
3 seasons there. That's where he finished.
Yeah. That I knew if I just kept talking, eventually something would pop in my head, and it did.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but he did play games with the Kings, but that was like in the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been. That was just lucky then.
Yeah.
That was just straight luck, no doubt about that.
2 for 2 for the boy. This is rare.
This is rare, and we're going into our baseball section of the of the show. We each have one baseball one.
Yep.
My guy, we both, one of us might have wore a jersey of his on this trip. I don't know for sure. I think it was packed. Played 16 years in the MLB, almost 2,000 games, 1,877 games. Had great numbers. I think won an MVP maybe at one year. Maybe not MVP, but could have been. I'm going to do some research on that one. He's a 4-time All-Star, Silver Slugger batting title. Did not win an MVP. Jose Rios.
Wow.
Where did Jose Rios finish? He played for, what did I say? 5. He played for 5 teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I remember the sequence being, he went from I can't remember how he got from the Jays. He's either from the Mets or the Marlins. It was one of those weird trades. or maybe that even the Rock. No, then he went to Colorado and they traded for Tulo, and then I think he went back to the Mets after that. I just don't know if that's where he finished, but he was definitely on the Mets late in his career. Because I remember the coming home thing, kind of. You can say that he played for New York at some point, because I do know he played there after.
He played there twice. That's confirmed.
But I remember that was such a big thing for New York, because he was like the face of the franchise for a couple of years, position fielder wise, and they're kind of more of a dog shit team. But final answer, New York Mets.
That's correct.
Let's go.
Yeah, he had some huge years for the Mets, like 06, 07, and 2010, 2011. Putting up huge numbers.
Yeah.
He had 16 triples, I think, that led the league in 2011.
See, that's an electric shortstop that would be great to have, like in the prime, like a speedy guy, great fielder, has some power.
Yeah, he had some, like he was only in Toronto for 3 years.
2 years? 3 years?
Yeah, and he had some good numbers. And then, he got traded in a Tulo trade, went to Colorado for the rest of that year, and then 3 years with the Mets to finish it off. But yeah, he was only in the AL for 3 years just with his time in Toronto. That's it.
Wow. Good friend of Jose Batista. I do remember that too. Yeah. I think there was some beef there when he got traded for Tulo.
And remember Carly's story with Rios?
Yeah.
She was like maybe 7 years old, maybe even younger.
No, I don't think younger.
Well, it would have had to be in like 2013 or 14.
Well, then I would have been 14 and she would have been 10.
Right. Okay. So she was about 10. We were down at the right on the third base line for batting practice.
Yeah.
And Carly was just kind of like yelling his name and waving, not thinking anything. He turns, looks at her, and like gives a smile and waves back, and she started crying. She was so happy.
Really?
Yeah. I hope that one gets back to her. If anybody knows my sister and sees her, ask her when she cried when Jose Reyes waved at her, because that's a true story.
Wow.
And she'd probably be embarrassed about that.
We were hoping for that from Alejandro Kirk there on Friday night.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance.
No.
We wanted a picture with Kirky Boy.
Yeah, they were also booing fans out way too early too.
Yeah.
I get it, people want to go to bed, but
We should have booked her down there right at the... We didn't... There's a few things we didn't play our cards as good as we could have.
No.
But, yeah.
Just a lot going on.
Remember
the house won.
Remember in St. Louis and Fenway, we were staying in that stadium until we were last ones.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta soak it in.
Yeah, how often do you go to a stadium like that?
So Matt finished his 3 for 3. I'd be curious if I can get this last one.
Should we settle for a tiebreaker just in case? Like, should we figure out what we would do to settle for a tiebreaker?
Dunc can maybe look up right now, like a trivia question of some sort. Doesn't have to be sports.
Okay.
And we'll go with that.
We'll see if you get this right.
Yep.
So this guy, longtime Jay, played there for 7 seasons. Well known for his time outfielder. 41 now, a career batting average of .277, very respectable. Went on to win a World Series in 2015. Alex Rios played on 4 different teams. 12-year career.
Yeah.
Where'd he finish?
The 4 teams were the Jays, the White Sox, the Yankees, and the Twins, maybe?
Can't confirm at this point.
I'm not asking you to.
No, I know. I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, man, I can't remember. I think it's the White Sox. Final answer.
Final answer?
Oh, Yankees?
Incorrect. Never played on the Yankees.
Really?
No. After his time in Toronto, he spent 5 years with Chicago, played 2 for Texas, and then finished off his career with 1 year with the Royals.
Oh, yeah, never.
I remember the Royals.
I don't remember
Texas at all.
I don't remember Texas. I liked Alex Rios a lot.
Yeah, me too. Him and Vernon Wells back in the day, that was prime guys to have in the outfield.
That's too bad I couldn't get that one. Oh, that's right.
It's all right.
I'd be curious what your trivia
out that way.
Did you have one just out of curiosity? If not, that's fine.
Yeah, 1 sec.
Okay. Yeah. Well, now we got to wait 1 sec. This is a podcast. That means we got to have something to say. Okay.
How many provinces and territories are in Canada? You have 10 more seconds. 10, 9,
Bing.
8. Go ahead.
10 and 3.
Had a boy. You didn't just search that or anything?
No.
Nice.
I was quick adding up in my head, and I was.
I just remember those numbers for some reason. If I had to count in my head, I probably would have got it wrong, but...
Yeah.
Okay, to keep the streak alive, name them all right now.
Oh, jeez.
BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Northwest Territories, Yukon, and... Oh, come on, I know it. Northwest Territories.
You said that twice.
Shit. Yukon, and what's the one on the left up there?
You got the one on the left.
Okay, never mind. I got the one...
You're looking for the one on the right.
Oh, the right. I know what the capital of that one is.
There's not much there.
Shit's sake.
You know what's the capital?
Iqaluit or whatever?
Yeah, you're right.
Shit's sake. I don't know.
None of it.
Oh. Yeah, heifer. I wasn't even thinking about that one at all. But
You found out the other one's pretty quick, though.
yeah, streaks can't last forever. They're made to be broken.
That's right.
Do you think if you asked an American to name all 50, they could?
No.
But they love
Oh,
America.
50 states?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them for sure could.
Some of them,
The
yeah.
states, I
Yeah.
think they probably could.
Yeah, I thought you meant could they name like...
No, they could name maybe...
I don't think
Maybe
they would-
not even
Some
one.
of them don't even know what Canada is.
They'd probably
know.
say Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto would be their first province, and then we'd say wrong, and that would be it. That's what we should have.
Yeah, we should have been Chump Talk on the streets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, we got to be more prepared next time.
The planning was
Yes.
slim to none.
Yes. Got to be more prepared next time. Damn,
Yeah.
we missed out on some
That actually
opportunities.
is a great idea.
Yes. Oh,
We're so just like, I don't know what it is.
I could have killed 2 hours.
Yeah, big time. Rather than roasting in the sun. I don't think I stopped sweating the entire trip other than when we were in our freezing cold hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Matt. Okay, this is...
I love the
No,
freezing
this
cold
is gonna
hotel.
I don't want to
people.
hear the shit.
This is going to irk people.
Not the Gerbers.
Not the... No, it's... I think more people are going to be on our side than Matt's side. Who doesn't go in a hotel?
We're a
and-
little extreme.
No, there's a lot of people like us, Dunc.
You guys are extreme.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. What's the first thing you do when you go to a hotel? You get it as cold as you possibly
If it's in
can.
the summer,
Not as cold as you possibly can. You just
Yes.
turn it down. You don't turn it as cold as you
I
possibly
want it
can.
cranked as low as it can possibly
You
go.
do.
Yeah.
Nobody else does.
That's not true. That's not true.
I did do that the last couple hotels I was at
Yeah.
recently.
All
Uncle do
the
it.
all the way cold.
I know many
Not
people.
all the way.
That's what Brady was doing.
But I did turn
all the
the-
way cold, which isn't that cold in hotels.
It's pretty cold.
It's
dude.
like
What was it?
My nipples are
65
hard as
maybe.
a rock.
Oh no, most hotels you can't get below 65.
You were down at 60.
I think I had a hotel set at 67.
Yeah, I think that's like the.
Brady had it set at 60.
I didn't. First of all, I'd never set the thing.
When I moved it up to like 65,
Yeah.
it was at 60.
There's no way
had
our
it up
room.
to 70.
You were just hitting the minus
60.
button and not even looking
You
at
had
it.
it up to
No, I
60.
didn't have it up to 70.
Yeah, you did.
I never put it up past 68.
Yeah, and that,
I think 60 is about 15 degrees.
Matt was also snoring before any of us could even let our heads hit the
That's
pillow.
not. You just made that up.
That is true, Dunc.
You were snoring.
Thank you.
Well, you guys are shitting, showering and stuff. That's not my damn problem.
No, he was. Me and Ty were just getting into bed, and you literally were talking to us 1 minute, into bed, head on the pillow, snore.
Yeah, I wonder why I did that after being awake for 24 hours straight. That's crazy that I fell asleep
Well,
right away.
you know, maybe just let all the boys go to bed at the same time, so then we all can start snoring at the same time.
I don't snore,
Just
so
synchronized.
You were snoring.
maybe a tiny one. No, I'm not like a.
No, not
Yeah,
really
just like-
loud, but like loud enough that we all heard. Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever.
New York, the Bronx sucks. The rest of New York to be determined.
To be determined, and I'd like to give it another shot.
Yep.
Who knows what's on the menu for next year?
If we talked about giving another shot on the Friday night when we were there, there's no way any of us were giving it another shot though. We were all like F New York on Friday.
Yeah,
That's confirmed.
we would have given it a shot if we were going home, not the next morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
But what can you do?
But in that moment, we were like, yeah, we're never coming back here.
Yeah. All right.
Anywho.
That's our New York trip, baby. Thanks for listening. See you next week.
See ya.